Hello everybody, my name's Llama Joe and welcome to my channel. So we're back in the letter and I just say, let's crank it out. We're on part number 8, so we'll just, or number 9 I think. Yeah, sure. Maybe, we'll find out. Of her. Of my own cowardice. Oh, that's weird that it went back to here. Okay. No, I was confused why it started at such a weird point. Anyway, the food tastes less appetizing tonight. A pity. One would think that someone who had been on a continuous binge of instant noodles would find a home-cooked meal enjoyable. Let's go ahead and read. We already read that, so. But it isn't. Hunger isn't what is gnawing at me tonight. Neither are my sore muscles. The TV runs loudly in the background, but what it says barely registers in my brain. It's hard when the things you try to forget keep returning to the forefront of your mind. It distracts you. Eats at you. Devours you. I wish this would stop. I wish I wasn't the one who picked it up. I wish it was somebody else.
In other local news, a woman was found dead in her home yesterday evening.
What?
Luxbourne police officials are currently investigating the crime scene, but has classified the case as homicide.
Who died? There's no... They wouldn't just put this in here as just like a, oh, whatever. So who the fuck died? Huh?
The victim, identified as Rose Pamela Cooper, 33 years old, working as a real estate agent.
No! What? Okay, is it because she didn't see the letter? Because, like, it just said she's, like, folded a bit, like... Why did she die? Like, Isabella showed it to 5 people, so there's no reason... It can't be like, or else all the loved ones you know will die. So what? Rose?
Discovered lying in a pool of blood in her 2-bedroom flat with the words "Help me" repeatedly written on the walls.
The Anselm Butcher? But I liked Rose. Why couldn't you be killed like fucking Luke? That guy's a douche. Kill him off. No one will miss him. Ah. Dude. No. No. This isn't what I want. This isn't supposed to happen. None of this is supposed to happen. No one's supposed to die. Those are just stories, right? Legends. That's what everyone has kept telling me, so why? And I immediately rushed to my study table in search of my phone. My hand, cold from dread, clings tightly to it as soon as I touch its edges. A piece of folded paper, the letter, lying unassumingly beside it, slips to the floor when I pick up the device. But I pay it no mind. There are more important things. Right now, I need to call her. I need to call her. I was with her. I was just with her not too long ago, and she was okay. No. 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 It isn't Rose. I'm sure of it. I just talked to her and... A sob escapes me and hot tears begin to blur my vision. One after another they trickle down, weighted by the very same guilt I refused to admit I've been carrying from the start. The same one I've been hiding from. The same one that has put the people I care about in danger. My hand shakes as I navigate to Rose's number on my contacts list. She'll answer, right? That's what she always does. She'll pick it up, tell me to turn down the waterworks, and call me a wuss afterwards.
She'll answer. Please answer, Rose.
Yeah. Maybe this is like an illusion. Again and again I dial. Whispering. Praying. God damn it, Rose, fuck! Pleading.
Come on, Rose. Don't do this to me. Please pick up.
Son of a...
I know you're there, Rose. You're not dead. Please tell me you're not.
Dude, this
A
sucks.
series of deaths and disappearances that has plagued Luxbourne in the recent years. The authorities are currently looking at a possible link with the notorious Anselm Butcher case.
The TV runs loudly in the background. A deafening static sounds from my phone speakers. But in my ears, I can only hear the screams, her pleas, her whispers. Help me. We are not safe. Oh, we're just gonna go the next day? A buzzing sensation jolts me. No, what? Dude, that's fucked up. News broke of Rose Cooper being found dead in her flat the evening before. The authorities classified the crime as homicide, possibly linked to the notorious Ansel Butcher, a mysterious serial killer who had committed brutal murders over the years and left their bodies with the signature phrase, "Help me." A buzzing sensation jolts me awake. Oh, my body still wants to sleep, to forget what I heard, what I saw last night. But it's there, nudging, prodding at me. Slowly, I become aware of how awkward my position is and the aches that accompany sleeping in a curled-up position the night before. If I even slept at all. The memories are impossible to forget now that Rose is gone. They say it's easier when you say it out loud. Instead, the words weigh heavier on me each time. She's gone. Gone because of me. Gone because of one letter I was too curious to look at. I should have been more careful. I should have just kept my mouth shut. I should have destroyed it before anyone else had gotten involved. I should have... The notification light on my laptop blinks incessantly, mockingly when I look at it, as if it's calling me back to a sense of normalcy. I check it nevertheless, out of habit more than anything. I don't know if it's going to read this out loud or not, so I'm just going to read it now. To all BRC employees, in light of the recent events, there will be an all-staff emergency meeting from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Attendance is a must. Company changes, new hierarchy, and policies will all be discussed during the meeting. Everyone is expected to bring a copy of their own attendance logs and sales reports for the last 6 months to be submitted to your respective managers for review. We are expecting everyone's cooperation. Thank you. Joanne Alice Schultz, BRC HR Manager. If this were one of those typical days, I'd happily comply and get myself to our office. Today my limbs just feel heavy. My head, oh man, it's getting late right now, so sorry if I yawn. On one hand, going will keep me busy, take my mind elsewhere. On the other hand, the place in itself is a stark reminder of what my own fears have cost me. I should just stay at home, go to work. I think, like, I'll look guilty. I think, like, the whole reason they want these attendance logs. So I'm gonna go to work. And plus, even then, like, as hard as it is, it's probably best to go to work, so... Alright. I don't really know what choices I could have made to make her live. Mopey won't get me anywhere. This is just like one of those things, isn't it? You deal with it with a smile, no matter how bad things get, and hope for the best. Although my whole body feels like lead and my limbs are sore, I push myself away from the chair and head for the shower. The letter I dropped on the floor last night flutters open as I pass by, unfolding for no one else but me to see. Every word written on it glares back at me. They sneer. They ridicule. Like living beings, fully aware of what they've done. With a huff, I pick it up and shove it in my bag, perhaps with more anger and frustration than I'm used to showing. Why? Just leave it at the fucking apartment. This, too, I'll deal with. Somehow I'll find a way to make things right. I have to. Before it takes more people from me. Even if I must do it on my own. Papers rustling, telephones ringing, feet shuffling. Overall, today looks like a typical working day at Briar Realty Corporation. Except it isn't. The air is thick with tension and unspoken questions. No doubt everyone present has already heard about Rose. If they missed last night's report, they'd likely see it in the morning news, in the papers, or on various news sites on the internet. Everywhere is a bitter reminder. In fact, everyone's giving me a wide berth, as though the mere mention of Rose will be enough to trigger something in me. It's appreciated, but it only serves to create a bigger hole in the place Rose has left. After lunch, my boss calls for a meeting. I don't have to look up from my work to know what it is about. He's in a strange, pensive mood today, probably out of respect for a dead colleague. Oddly, I'd appreciate it more if he just shouted at me today. Anything is better.
I'm sure you've all heard of what happened to Miss Cooper. She was a valued member of our team and she will be missed. There's no date for a funeral, yet. but those who wish to attend, kindly speak with your respective supervisors. By the way, has anyone heard about our still AWOL staff? None? HR, you know what to do. Santos, a word? In my office?
At the end of it, I've been given the entirety of Rose's workload, including finalizing the rights papers, and have been promised an ample compensation for my efforts. I think he's expecting me to be happy about it. Instead, I immerse myself in my work. I have to, anyway, if I want to forget. Time flies when you do, and by the time I... Time flies when you do, and by the time I give notice, it's already late. Let's read this journal real quick. Isabella Santos drowned herself with work the whole day to forget about the devastating news of her mentor's death. However, she ended up stumbling upon the mysterious disappearances of her other colleagues, and just when she realized something important. Oh, well, okay, well, that's a spoiler. Normally it doesn't do that. Okay. Everyone's already gone, leaving me in the company of a radio and a member of our janitorial staff. I don't even know his name. Rose likely does. She remembers people easily. Oh, wait, she's alone in an office? That's like horror setting #1 that you don't do.
The Luxbon Police Department continues its search for the following reported missing people.
The radio blares, one name after another. Yeah, man. Why am I yawning so much? Hold on a second. Missing? Aren't they? Still, I have to check. Frantic, I turn back to my desktop. The loud tapping of my fingers against the keys filled the office for the better part of my shift as I looked through everything. The background about the place, its history from the current owners, and the list of employees hired under BRC. And I'm right. Of course I am. BRC may have a lot of staff, they may have a lot of agents hired, but I remember those names anywhere. After all, they're also part of the crew who worked with us in preparing the mansion for the open house. Oh, shit. Then the letters... No, they can't be. I hope it's not what I'm thinking.
But Rose is...
Something snaps into place in the fraction of a moment. These people... Rose. The letter.
I need to... No. If it's like this, they still won't believe me. I have to make sure of it first.
So all these people that he keeps complaining aren't around, that keep missing, all worked on the mansion, worked on it in some regard, and they're all missing or dead. Oh, no. Okay, evidence doesn't lie. That's what Ashtoffen says, right? If I have proof, then maybe. I don't want to get my hopes up yet, but maybe there's still a way I can save them. The letter, my phone, papers, anything that'll be useful. I grab all of them and stuff them in my bag. I can't stay here. There's something I need to do. There's something those people should... No, I'm saving. Just in case. I ain't letting Isabella die. I'm not doing it.
Hello? Anyone there?
Someone must have left their printer open again. I may be in a hurry, but if I don't turn it off, another person is certainly going to have a fit tomorrow of a wasted company of resources. Most of the time it's Rose that is nagging, but the clicking of my pen in my hand is a welcome distraction as I search for the said object. Each stride my feet takes also echoes throughout the empty workplace. I've lost sight of the janitor minutes ago, and with me being the only one left, the tapping of my feet against the wooden floor is something I soon learned to appreciate. It doesn't take me long to find it. By the time I turn it off, 5 pages are already strewn about on the ground, the paper tray also having been left ajar. Sighing, I pick each of it up to put someplace proper. But the page that greets me next makes my blood run cold. Fuck. The chill that makes its way up my spine is as numbing as that day in the attic. The sheets crinkle under my tense grip. All I can hear is my breathing as it rasps through my gritted teeth. But before I can even gather myself, take the first steps out of here, total darkness suddenly envelops me. No! And as if hearing every horrid thought running inside my head right now, something snaps. Alright, this is in my ears. This is in my ears right now. A soft creak grating through the thin veil of stillness that has descended in the room. Every muscle, every bone in my body goes rigid at the sound. Familiar. So familiar now. Yet my own traitorous curiosity still presses me to take a careful peek over the cubicle's wall. It's her! Oh! Standing in the only exit of the office, albeit facing away from me. She doesn't even need to turn around for me to know it's the same misshapen face, tattered clothes, and unsightly gait. The same person in the attic. I take a step back. The pen I'm holding slips from my hand and... Ah! No! Her entire head turns. A scream almost escapes my mouth, and I duck under the table as quickly as I can. My heart is pounding hard against my chest. I can hear the bone-chilling sounds of her walk, the weird clicking that follows her, and telltale squelch of something wet as she as she walks towards me. Nearer and nearer. The sounds are slowly getting louder. The only thing keeping the whimper from escaping me is my hand as it covers my mouth. Someone, please save me. Anyone. I close my eyes, muttering a continuous stream of prayers, all while attempting to steady my own breathing. Please, please don't let her hear me. Whoa, what? Okay, okay. Okay, I did it. The seconds, minutes stretch out before me agonizingly. Oh god, am I gonna die? Is she gone? Slowly, I open my eyes to take a peek. Oh no! I don't dare move or make a noise. In the face of such terror, I can only beg, let out silent pleas to whoever is out there. Please don't die. Please. Please don't let her notice. I want to live! No! You can't do that! It left me on a friggin' cliffhanger. Let's check the friggin' journal. 31, 5'7". Oh yeah, how tall is 5'2"? Oh, okay, she's really is short. British, Anglican religion, masters in business administration, major in accounting, fashion, blah blah blah. Of the Luxborn upper class, Hannah is used to living a life of luxury. Absent parents made her crave for attention, though, something she gained from her private tutors and nannies instead. It was never enough, however. She studied hard in order to make her parents proud, going into business so she could work alongside them. The challenge of an otherwise privileged life was certainly a thrill for her, at the very least. She had many suitors, dating different men and women. Oh, okay. But it was through work that she met Luke. It was love at first sight for her. Upon her parents' death, Luke proposed to her. That was the move that led to the merging of the Wright Enterprise and Evans Incorporated in her subsequent retirement. Their 7-year marriage is strained, but Hannah tries her best to make it work. Okay. Well, now I want to look at the branching tree. Yes. Common route, question. I did other things too. Common route, question, close eyes and pray. Oh, all kinds of shit would have happened if I did the other thing. So I'm glad I did that. How do I, Oh, here we go. Common route, question. We'll check with the supervisor. Common route. Common route. Story update. Common route. Common route, story update. Question. Show letter to rows. Don't show letter to rows. Common route. Story update. Common route. Question. Change the subject. Common route. Oh. Oh, okay. Stay for the movie or go home. Okay, so all this wouldn't have happened if I just went home. So did I make the wrong choice by staying for the movie? Question. My instant noodle days are over. Oh, all kinds of shit would have happened if I had shit on Ash. What is this? Oh, we're not done with Isabella. Like, look at all this. Yeah, we're not done with her. Oh my god. Okay. I know you're trying to help. You're not bad after all. Talk about her job. Go to work. Oh my god. I think if I would have gone home, a lot of other shit would have happened. So I guess it's good that I went... Maybe it's good that I went to work, I don't know! Here's Hannah, here's... I'm not... God, she's got a lot of branching paths. Okay. I'm kind of debating even going to this next part, just because it's like the end of a chapter to start of it. I mean, whatever. I haven't been playing that long, so we'll go ahead and do it. It is far too easy to get them to pay attention, enraptured. They hang on to my every word and follow my every move. All of it would have been stifling had I not grown used to such stares. Most are respectful, some are hostile if we are honest. And a few are downright inappropriate. After all, I am...
Kinda right.
There's a moment of agitation as a familiar, but less than welcome face approaches me with a suggestive smirk on his face. Of course, I have to keep a benevolent smile and greet him as I greet any good friend. After all, this man can turn heads, being famous in his own right.
Officer Lee! What a pleasant surprise. I didn't think you'd have the time to attend tonight's party.
He is more than Luke's friend than mine, really, and I'm quite sure I only invited his wife. Much like I am only friends with the Chief Inspector because of Luke, Luke is only friends with Rochelle because of me. Unlike how I treated Lee, however, Luke never hid his animosity for the Lee matriarch. It was an odd sort of friendship where we would have awkward double dates. I don't even recall his first name. It started with a N, I think. Might be wrong. Aside from being Chief Inspector of Luxbourne Police, his wife, Rochelle Lee Vance, owns a General Electronics company, fridges and freezers mostly.
Oh, I always have time for my favourite socialite couple. Might I say, you look positively ravishing tonight.
Bitch, I always look ravishing.
I see the husband isn't with you.
Oh, that's creepy. The way he eyes me up is enough to make my skin crawl. I just wish Luke is here to fend off the more unseemly of our peers. You know the ones. Many were just a bit too friendly, staring too long at my assets, and getting close just because my husband is not here. And I think they have the gall to do this at my own party. In my own house, if I might add. But like any high society woman worth her salt, I know how to handle it with grace and dignity.
I suppose you're looking pleasant as well. Luke's busy with work, unfortunately. Rochelle isn't here.
A shame. I do hope he isn't causing you much trouble. That husband of yours can be a bit daft sometimes, acting like he's still some young bachelor. The wife sends her regards and her apologies, but something came up with a doctor and she needed to attend to it. You know her, being pregnant and all.
Wow, you're hitting on me, and you have a pregnant wife. You fuck. We make small talk. Rather, I'm forced to do so, as he would not leave my side after finding his place there. Much to my chagrin, I've been extricated from the few who flock in hopes of flattering, for I can tolerate them far better than Lee. He is a nice enough person, and I adore his wife, who is obviously the brains behind the two. But there is something unsettling about him. I do not trust him as much as I want to. He regaled to tell me tales of the Luxbourne Police Department, a different affair to the usual gossip I am privy to, and though I loathe to admit, it is interesting nonetheless. I expect the topic of business to die out quickly, which would be understandable enough due to the confidential nature of his work. But oh boy, was I wrong.
So, wearing civvies, I steal and drive off with one of the police mobiles, right? In the mirror, I see the mutant chasing on foot and screaming about theft. The look on his face was priceless when I parked in the garage.
Garage!
Oh my. You made him chase you all the way home for a prank. What did Rochelle have to say about that?
Rochelle has a strange love and hate affair with Lee. He is a married man who did not grow up past his early 20s, judging by the way he acts. Surprisingly enough, they've been married for a good 20 years. A lifetime if you compare it to my marriage of 7 years with Luke. I, on the other hand, well, Luke is no Lee. I should be happy about that, I suppose. Although, my darling did have his
Yeah,
moments.
the wife pulled my ear and gave me a good talking to, though. Besides, we live in a flat a block away, so it wasn't much of a grand chase.
Weren't you living in a house near the countryside?
Moved for work, you know. Or you probably don't.
No, I don't. But a flat in downtown. I suppose if that's what you like.
No, it's horrid. Hate that tiny place, no matter how convenient it can be for work. 55 square yards are not enough when you need to get away from the wife. I wouldn't mind a place away from the city. Even started looking at the ads. I spotted an interesting lot, actually. Heard it was finally put up for sale, or that something mansion. You know the one with all the ghost stories.
Okay, so it's very clear we're, like, back in time. Does it say that in the journal? Does there... Oh, so it's saying that this is highlighted. I'm guessing it's saying that it's like October 17th. Okay. So this is a few days before all the stuff with Isabella. I know what he is talking about. There are really only a few urban legends around here. It's...
The Ermagerd mansion?
Ermagerd!
That's the one. Worthy of a king it is. I'd buy it myself, but Rochelle would only gripe if I brought it up to her. Not to mention all the expenses a place like that would be a real fixer-upper. You also have to find someone willing to work there with how superstitious people can be.
If it becomes a problem, just hire someone to do an exorcism.
Actually, I do know of someone who could be up to the task. You remember the Ludgates party at their Christchurch summer residence?
Of course. It was an excellent soiree.
Soiree?
Everything was so classy, too. Such good taste.
Oh, that place was a pigsty until they hired out this interior designer and they turned it into a bloody palace.
Oh, are we talking about Miss McCall?
She worked for the Exodus for their apartment in Soho too, and they recommended her when we were looking up pieces for our beach house in Porto Colom. I think I have a business card, right? No, I must have left it in my other jacket. Anyway, she's called, what's her name? Marianne, I believe, yes. But truly, if anyone were to get that place in McCullough, well, they'd be the envy and the talk of the town.
Wow. So he's talking about this like, oh, I love this house. And she's like, I'ma steal it, bitch. This shit's mine, and I'm gonna take that interior designer.
Well, if you put it that way, I might just snatch it up for myself. This place was starting to feel a bit small lately anyway.
Sure, a 3-story penthouse might not fit the definition of small for some people. Okay, maybe a lot of people. But it isn't big enough to have grand parties in. As it is, I only invited about 30 people to this one, and it already feels cramped in here. It certainly would be nice if I didn't have to ride an elevator up and down several floors before I can get anywhere as well. All Luke's words, not mine. Besides, I've been looking for a good anniversary gift. Luke might like this one. Where is he anyway? Okay. Yeah, it's close enough to 30 minutes, so I'll go ahead and end it now. We'll read the journal entry. Yep, October 17th. Hannah Wright threw a party in their penthouse at the Cache. The city's most powerful were seen, including Chief Inspector Harvey Lee of the Luxmore Police Department. From him, the socialite heard of the Ermengarde Mansion's upcoming open house and of the interior designer, Marianne McCall. Okay, so we're gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like, and I'll do the best that I can to make everything good for you guys. My name's Llama Joe, and I'll catch you guys later! Rest in peace, Rose.